You like things you are good at. So you actually sometimes you will not starting some will not start liking something right away, and there is a loop. To get good, you need experience. So there is no shortcut around the doing. So you need to start something even though you don't like it in the beginning, but if you start to get good at it, you will actually start receiving positive feedbacks, and that will motivate you and create a loop where you get better and better and start liking it more and more. And today I read a text from Cal Newport, and he said that working right trumps finding the right work. And Newport says that there, in this article called "The Science of Loving What to Do," I think that it is this. I'm not sure because I did not read the original article on only the part that Cal Newport used in his text. And basically, Call says that we to like our work, we need three main things, and they are autonomy, competence, and relatedness. And I know that this advice sounds too optimistic because it is. So you will not like everything, even if you are something, even if you are good at something, because every job has bad and boring parts. Every job. So you will not be able to run away from the boring parts and from being even from stressful parts of your job, including the one you would have picked. So there is no work like that is uh, that is free of stressful moments or boring moments. And so based on that, I have this as my rule: do not avoid boredom at all costs, because the boring part is usually the work, and it usually is important. So for example, in my job, what I have been doing is I am delegating boring parts to AI, and that's a lot better for me. And in the past, I use it to actually solve the wrong problems, because I tried to get away from the boring parts, but it was a mistake. Because, for example, instead of talking to my clients at first, I assumed what the client needed, and this created wasted work. Now I am able to ask more and assume less, and now I'm able to find the real problem. But for me, it was actually boring to start talking to people instead of programming or coming up with an automation. I was so technically focused that I ignored the relationship with the client, but because I found that it was really boring. And that is not the part that I am delegating to AI right now, okay? Just to be clear. And yes, I used to skip it because asking is boring and assuming feels fast. And I had the wrong impression that asking would show to my client that I was not capable enough. But it is actually fast. Is one of them is actually fast. Asking is the fast way to do something. Assuming just feels fast because you get a result first. But if you get the wrong result, you will have a lot of more work. So what actually made me better, I learned how my clients make money. So I started to learn about their business and not just their request, because by doing this, I'm able to understand their problem better and to come up with a better solution, with a solution that really solves their problem in the root. And this is actually the whole method that I think that works, and it is composed by four steps, and none of them is exciting. And you actually, and by not being that exciting, maybe you will not try it, but that's what worked for me. So first you try things for some months. Then you, after trying a little bit of things, you will keep what you are naturally a little better at. And then from that you will really put effort to develop the fundamentals in that area that you ended up being a little bit better at. And with that, you need to learn with real projects. And that's what worked for me. That's how I found work that I liked. That's how I found work that I love nowadays. And yeah, the idea is that you do not need to find work you love from the start. You get good, and the boring part stops being the point. And this came from Cal Newport and from his newsletter. And also the wrong problems are mine. They are based on my own experience. And for the ones that stayed until the end, on the mat I am still the beginner. I practice jiu-jitsu for more than a year already, but I am the smallest guy in the room. My sensei told me I was not attacking, only reacting. I'm still a white belt and I'm still losing a lot. For someone to be submitted by me, the guy must be in the worst day possible because I am not good at all. But now I lose attacking wrong. I try to to really fight, and I try to learn from that, and that's a lot better than just passively losing. That's it for today, guys. I see you in another video.